That's it, you're done.
Live right now. Well, and everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. I got me some potato ice cream. Num 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 num. Because why the hell not? It was a hot day today. How's everybody doing? Is it just me or is it full moon out there? Looks like a big full moon to me. I don't know about you, but have you guys been having a bit of an energy pull from the karmic in your life? Is it just me, or is other people feeling it? Because I tell you, the amount of times I called my power back and cut all these cords. I pretty well outright told them to screw off and leave me alone, stay out of energy. And I don't know, it's like it's a relentless energy. This ice cream is so damn good. So much so, I told the roomie that if I eat half of it, they have to take it away from me. Am I going to tell them the truth? I think I'm past half. Okay. We'll put it away. I have self-control. I'm alright. It's very difficult sometimes. Alright? Thank you.
You might want to do it, James.
Just think of it. You just saved my belly. It's my belly from turning from a 6-pack to an 8-pack. Or a keg.
16-pack.
A keg. How's everybody doing? This is not a political chat. Put your politics back in your pocket or leave it at the door. Welcome in, everybody. 31 watching, only 3 likes. Like, give me a break. Do I really have what? Do I have, seriously, do I have like 25 people lurking? A good quarter of them are new and they don't know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. And that's quite all right. Welcome in anyway. I'm sure it'll end up being an interesting night. So, the feeling I'm getting, though, in the collective is that they're trying. They're trying one last time, I think. The countdown has started. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. Gotta love it, the people that show up to silly hat party without a silly hat. Awkward. Hey, Ryan. Where did it go? Alright, I guess I'll use that one. Well, that's the whole idea. Try to keep the politics out of here, because it's out of... I'm not even going to go there. Okay. You need to stand on your bound, collective. You said what you said. If you got people from this coming up in your energy trying to distract you, you're gonna have to stand on those boundaries. And they might come in with sob stories. They might come in with a lot of different... And they expect you to show them compassion when they showed you absolutely none. Okay. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light, please be here to provide a message for the full moon collective. Please bring out and reveal what has been hidden. Things that we need to know to protect ourselves. We're going to start off with the voice of souls, with the energy. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me. What I'm going to do. That'll help quite a bit. There we go. Emily, welcome. So, people don't want to take accountability, but they're getting their karma. Okay, this is your confirmation. Just think, everything that they sent to you, they're receiving, and they're having to live it out in real time. Okay? This is to my chosen ones that have been absolutely eradicated by energetic warfare. Okay, these are my light workers, my earth angels, my chosen ones. Understand they are being dealt with. They've been being dealt with, and they've been keeping it in the dark. Okay? They don't want you to see what they're going through. Because they're being shamed at this point by the divine. They're being put in their place. What do we got? Yep. And you got no regrets, collective, because you got your freedom. You are free. You're free to move on. You're free to step forward. Remember, you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, Divine One. This particular message goes out to those that walk the divine path, okay? Voice of Souls, what's the message? What's the energy for tonight? Full Moon Collective. It's not me. Like I said, somebody doesn't want to take accountability. Message of forgiveness. Somebody wants your forgiveness now because they're being put in their place. Somebody's in massive regrets. And they aren't learning their lesson. They're totally oblivious to what they need to work on, what they need to learn. Yeah, they're stuck in a karmic relationship. And everything and how they treated you, they're being treated that way now. If anything, this would be one thing you don't necessarily have to forgive them for, because it's really unforgivable what they did. They treated you. But the one thing is, Spirit is saying that it's you to forgive yourself for putting yourself through it. Because you were settling with an illusion. You were settling with deception. Alright, that's enough of that. See one more card and then we'll get into the tarot. Yeah. It's all coming back the same stuff. It's all rerun, the same shit, the same energy. And I think in part, I think it's part of their plan. It's part of their plan, energetically. What's going on, Spirit? What's going on? What do we need to know right now? I'm coming out with the Ace of Wands. So this could be you, this could be somebody else that you're dealing with. But we've got the Ace of Wands, got a brand new idea. They're gaining up the courage to reveal some sort of... The mood is in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. Somebody's collaborating together for... What do we need to know right now, Spirit? The Fool. Somebody wants to take a leap forward. In a new direction with you, quite possibly. Got the Emperor here. They could very well see you as the Emperor. You could be an Emperor. You very well could have the Midas touch. We got the Eight of Pentacles out here as well. 7 of Wands. I think somebody wants you to take down your boundaries or submit, or somebody else is going to be submitting. 9 of Wands in reverse. So somebody's feeling defeated. Somebody's giving up. Somebody's giving in. I don't know how it's going to be, but somebody's feeling defeated and they're unable to stick up for themselves or stick up for what they believe in, or I don't know. It's a weird situation here. I don't know exactly who this is, but there's a new idea, a new relationship, a new possibility here, by the looks of it. Now, it might require you to stand in your power. Very well could. You need to stand in a leader position here. It could very well be a new offer coming, a new job, a new possible way forward, a new pathway, the beginning of a decision at the crossroads. But there's some sort of courage, some sort of strength being gathered, as well as talent and recognition for those talents, confirmations of those talents as you step in some sort of power. There's some sort of secrets being revealed, something being was in the dark. And I think it's leaving someone defeated. Maybe deflated. Are we doing a 5 or 6? 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so we'll go there. The Ace of Wands and the Strength card with the 7 of Wands in the reverse. So this new idea and the strength here, somebody's trying to, I don't know. I get a feeling that somebody wants you to just stop. Stop with this whole new idea. It's like somebody's trying to keep it from you, or hold you back, or delay it in some way. With this Strength card, I think it might be a little difficult for them. It's going to be a challenge, because you're very good at what you do, and you need to step forward with that. And because you're very good at what you do, they feel defeated on it. You make it look easy, and they're struggling even to get anywhere with it, with what they're. And I get this feeling like there's some sort of a competition going on behind back. Somebody's envious of you and what you have, and they're trying to out. Funny thing is, collective, they're in a competition all on their own. They're basically they're competing with themselves. Because anybody in my collective, we're not competing with anybody. We're just living our own life, right? We're trying to survive, to struggle. We're trying to find the silver lining of it all. What do we got going on? What's the next message? The next word? We got the 6 of Cups. So with this, clarifying the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor, okay? You're kind of reflecting back into the past of all that hard work that you put into what you've come out with, okay? And some people think that you don't deserve to be in that position. Meanwhile, you put the work in. You put many years of work into your talent, into your gifts. Somebody thinks you don't deserve to be there. They need to get in their own lane, collective. Okay? They really need to get in their own lane. And why would you take anything that they have to say to heart? Really? Like, constructive criticism is one thing, but outright derogatory thinking that you're not allowed to to be where you are after all the hard work you put into it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You deserve to be here, collective. You built that foundation. Okay? I can relate to this message too. What's the next bit here? We got the Hierophant. And then we've got the Page of Swords. So I think somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. They're looking to bring you a message. And this is some sort of a message of a secret. This is something that's hidden from you. I don't know. It could be an air sign. I don't know. But it's definitely the swords are of communication. And there's the Hierophant here. So this very well could be a Taurus coming forward. It is a Taurus with the Hierophant. It could very well be you getting some sort of a confirmation or communication through spirit. This very well could be a spirit guide coming through. It very well could be somebody coming in to, I don't know, recognize the fact that you have some sort of connection with the Most High, with the Divine. Because at this point they feel defeated and they feel drained. They don't got nothing left. And it's either they want to come in and work with you or something, some sort of a contract or some sort of something of a commitment maybe coming in with this. I don't know. It's different for different timelines, wherever you sit. What about this? What's the next card? I'll start over. I'm gonna spin them up in here. What's the next card? Alright. I knew it was one of those. Nine of Swords. So somebody's all up in their head about how they're coming because they do feel defeated. And they're thinking about the past. They're thinking about what they've done. They're thinking about their actions. Okay? They very well could be incarcerated or they could be in jail right now. Done. Behind closed doors. Some of it you don't even realize how dirty they are. Four of Pentacles. You need to be focused on yourself. Okay? And a lot of this information coming in, I think, is regarding that, being on yourself, keeping to yourself, all right? Keeping your hands close to yourself, close to your chest. Don't be letting everybody know your plans. Don't be letting everybody know your situation. It's almost giving this work in silence kind of bit. Not because you have to, but because there's out there wanting to thwart that through energetic means. So if they get, you've got something going on, they can get wind and send something towards you. But with you being divinely guided, guarded, and protected, it's not really going to touch you. And anybody that's going to come up against you, collective, they're basically digging themselves a hole. Okay? And they're going to screw around with the wrong one and find out the hard way. So keep that in mind, all right? Always, 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 always keep that in mind. So we got the Knight of Swords as well coming out. And this is with the Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of communication coming forward about a commitment. There's something coming forward about being all up in their head and not being able to make a decision. And it's also about somebody being left out in the cold. And with this being all left up in the head, and whatever you were left out in the cold, quite possibly, or somebody else. It brought you to the focus of focusing on yourself rather than focusing on anyone else. Okay? And I think this is the truths that you had. With yourself, you called the truths and you leveled up. Alright? And this is why you want to come back in. Alright? This is why they want to come back in, because you leveled up. And again, I'm kind of pulling in from the previous reading. Okay? We're sitting there with a situation that somebody misjudged you. They didn't see you. It's either they did see you, they seen you, what you were capable of, or they didn't. There's two different timelines. The ones that did see you tried to take advantage of you. Okay? And the ones that didn't see you totally was oblivious and thought they could manipulate you. Okay? Either way, they're gonna get their karma. Either way. Alright, let's clarify this just for shits. Just for giggles. We'll clarify it with the dragons. The dragons. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Digging on through to the others. Break on through. Break on through. Alright, let's clarify this bitch. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. Yeah, this is definitely a function of some sort of a union. Somebody destroyed a union. Somebody was jealous about somebody getting together with somebody else. And they did everything in their power to stop and diminish this whole idea. With the chariot and the strength coming out in the verse. Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Alright, so what's this Two of Swords? What's the truce? Is there any message on that? The dragons. So the Two of Swords, we've got the Tower in reverse. So the Tower in reverse, this is about literally wanting to go through with something without really wanting to go through it. And really having to call the truce on the reality of the situation. This is about being pulled into a tower without really wanting to go into a tower. Because this is a tower you already gone through. And it's almost like somebody expected you to go through it all over again. Double time. As if the first tower didn't really do much. Yeah, we can do a little session. Hold tight. This clarification might take a bit, though. What else about the Two of Swords? Okay, so it's about the Wheel of Fortune. It's about your destiny. So somebody literally tried to thwart your destiny. And the karma that they're getting, they're literally having no other choice but to call a truce. That's with the Two of Swords. My destiny is my destiny, just as your destiny is your destiny. Nobody can take that destiny from you, given to you by the divine. Okay? People can try and thwart that, but they end up digging themselves a hole. Why? Because you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected. When you listen to that guidance, you are protected by that guidance. And you are guarded by that guidance. This is why it's so important to listen to your intuition. Listen to that inner consciousness, inner guidance. Okay? It will bring you towards your destiny. All right. What do we got going on with the World card? What's the deal with the World card, Spirit? We got the King of Wands. So you could very well be stepping into the energy with the King of Coins. You could be focusing and guarding your finances, and guarding your money, guarding your abundance. Okay, you could be standing up for that, what is your stability, and you might be protecting that. Okay, this requires you on boundaries, not allowing people in your space to rip you off. Okay? This is all about leveling up, knowing who to give to. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. This is about standing on your truth, standing on your boundaries. Two of Cups. All right? You're stepping up into this elevation to be moving towards this Two of Cups. This looks to be maybe partially your focus. You're leveling up in order to go to the right spot in the right destined moment to receive this blessing. Continue focusing, you're on the right path. Allow this healing to guide you. Is there anything else, World card? Ooh, the High Priestess. This is what I'm about. Listen to your intuition. Invoke that inner power. Know that what you are destined for is within you. Okay? Stop looking outside for all those other distractions. The power is always the guidance, the wisdom, the consciousness is within you. All right? This is the way you're going to be guided and level up. And this whole experience, you will tell your story. You will impact the world. What's going on with this Five of Pentacles? Seven of Wands on its side. Alright, so somebody had a fight and they kicked them out. So somebody is in a non-alliance. They're just done with the situation. They don't want to fight. They don't want to submit. They just want it to be done. And this is why they might be feeling left out in the cold. I don't believe this is you. This is somebody else. This is somebody else's karma. All right, of being left out in the cold, of major changes happening for them. Okay, and I think they might be defenseless. They might not have the same possibilities that you had. All right. What else is with this Five of Pentacles? We got the Five of Coins in the reverse. Five of Pentacles. And so, with this whole experience of them being left out in the cold, they got to see what it felt like when they did it to you. Isn't that funny? This is your confirmation. Alright? Five of Pentacles verse to the Five of Pentacles. Alright? It's almost like you're teaching this motherfucker a lesson. Wouldn't that be wonderful if they actually learned a lesson? What's going on with this Knight of Swords? I'm curious. Alright, the Knight of Swords is coming in and talking about this tower and how their whole destiny has gone to shit. Apparently their whole life has gone to shit and everything is crumbling in their life since you left. And collective, this is not your fault that you're actually looking karma. It's not your fault with the way that they treated you. Do you understand? If they showed up in a different light, they wouldn't be going through this right now. Okay? They're the ones that dug the hole. And now they're trapped in it. This is a confirmation to those that have been for it. Anything else about the Knight of Swords coming in? What are they going to tell? Oh. They're also going to tell you they were absolutely betrayed. And, you know, they know how you feel. And they see that you're independent now. And now they want to come in and do an equal give and take. Interesting. We got 6 of coins, we got the 9 of coins, and we got the 3 of swords. You know, so they see you all bubbly and prosperous, living your own life. Now they want to come in and they want to offer you some sort of a deal, some sort of an offer, sort of an equal, reciprocal kind of give and take, when they're probably still healing from this betrayal, right? Probably need some time on their own first to heal, because otherwise they're just going to bring that karma and that bullshit right to your doorstep. And do you want that, collective? Do you really want that? No, you don't. It's not advised anyway. What else about this Knight of Swords? Oh, the King of Swords. Could be dealing with the Gemini, but they're standing on their truth. They're standing on their principles. Now, this very might be you standing on your principles and your truth. And you're standing on what you said, regardless of what they're coming in with. Regardless of what they've got to say. Okay, you very well could be standing on and protecting your word. The truth that is you. You're not allowing anybody to gaslight you. Right? Or try to get you to think as to whether or not you're talking about or whatever else. You're not going to allow them to gaslight you. Because you know what that's all about now. You learned that lesson the hard way the first time. You don't have to learn that lesson again. Right? So don't be gullible. Don't just take what I have to say for gold. I'll tell you. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so we got the 4 of Pentacles here. What's about the 4 of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. Right, so the 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the World. Alright, balancing out your masculine and feminine and getting yourself in alignment for your divine. This is why you're focused on your own, focused on yourself. Okay, in this divine union, once you meet them, you guys are going to rise. Okay, you guys are going to level up together. All right, you're going to meet me. That's actually, you're going to meet them halfway. And you're rising together. This is beautiful energy, guys. And you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your own stability. You know, you're giving to yourself for a change, which is amazing. It's amazing. Okay? And you're not allowing this bullshit to get in the way of it, which is amazing too. I'm proud of you. Alright, we got this Nine of Swords. Who's all up in their head, and what is the problem? Alright, we got the Knight of Cups. We got the Ace of Wands. We got the Five of Coins, Eight of Coins, and the Ten of Coins in reverse. Alright, so somebody's all up in their head about how they're going to come forward with a cup of love and compassion and new idea and new beginning. But they're left in the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold. They don't feel a part of. They don't feel you know, they see what you're doing. They see that you're good at what you're doing. And you know, their whole idea of having this Ten of Pentacles with you is falling apart. Right? Because I guess they've had this idea for a while. They've been trying forward, but they haven't been coming forward because they don't know how to show up. And they don't want to do their healing either. Right? So, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know, had they shown up right the first time, I guess you probably, you know, I think things would have worked out if you know, they would have taken you serious collective, but they didn't. It's a real shame that they had to fuck around and find out the hard way, and then now they're coming back with between their legs. I don't know. I don't know if I like this information, and I don't like this message, because if they're all up in their head about it and they can't make a decision, this is no new news. This is a usual thing. Right? They were always in their head. They did make a decision. Making a decision is way too much accountability. It's probably better that they're sitting with it and thinking about it. It's probably better. Because then maybe they're getting the fullest understanding of how they treated you. But if you jump in and interfere with that, I don't know. What's the Hierophant? Talk to me about the Hierophant. What's going on with the Hierophant? Alright, we got the Seven of Wands. In the reverse. So somebody doesn't want to fight anymore. They very well could be a Taurus. They want to call a truce. They don't want to fight anymore. Meanwhile, they're fighting with themselves. Like, you're fighting with them, collective. You weren't fighting with them from the get-go. You know, they were retaliating on the basis of lies and deceit. Okay? All for the idea of entertainment. Right? So, quite possibly, they're feeling a little bit ashamed. They're feeling a little bit shook that you weren't even playing the game, collective. You weren't playing this game that they were playing. What else about this Hierophant? Yeah, the star in the reverse. Literally, they got no hope. There's no hope for this commitment. There's no hope for whatever this situation is. They're at least losing hope. We got the lovers coming out. So some definitely looking for some sort of a commitment, but they don't have any hope because they're feeling defeated. It doesn't seem like anything that they do. And I guess their credibility has shot down quite a bit since they did all this sabotage to you. People are finding out the truth of who they are and what they've done behind their back, and you're not the only one they lied to, collective. This was a whole bunch of people they lied to get them on their side in order to make them feel better. And all they did is they found out about the lies and the deceit, and they just walked away, and subsequently gave them hell. Like, why would you even waste my time lying to me about something that, you know, doesn't even pertain to me, and you're getting me involved in something I would have not consented to had you told me the truth. So not only did you betray the person by getting me involved, but you're also betraying me, which is putting you in my bad book. And this possibly could have been practitioners, this could have been whoever else that they might be paying to hold you back energetically. Because clearly they don't want to take any accountability, so they're going to pay out for somebody else to take that on. And now they want to come back, want to balance things out, and they want to forgive you. Or they want forgiveness. Forgive yourself, collective. Don't forgive what they've done. Don't forget. But forgive yourself for putting yourself through it. The King of Cups. Yeah, you're guarding your heart right now. Alright? Your heart. No kidding. You're probably the Lover's card too. You're probably coming into an alignment. Because there is a Two of Cups in here somewhere. Okay? And because you're coming into an alignment and you're moving forward, your heart, somebody doesn't got no hope in hell about getting through injuries. Okay? Because they're trying to affect you emotionally. And they can't even reach that space anymore. Access denied. And this is all with the Hierophant. So there very well could be a Taurus that dropped your karmic. This could be the third party dropping the karmic that you were with. Alright, and basically treating him or them, to flip it, whatever it is, your karmic that you're dealing with, third party ended up dropping them like they dropped you. Which I think is absolutely priceless. What do we got going on for the Page of Swords? What's the Page of Swords? Alright, we got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, somebody's feeling defeated. They don't know what they're lost. Everything they touch turns to shit. And this is what they're coming in to say, like, I wonder if they're even thinking that you're doing magic. And it's really nothing to do with magic. Okay, it's the fact that they treated you like shit and now they're getting karma. These buggers, they thought that karma didn't exist, but they're out the hard way. That karma does exist, and it works alongside of the divine and the reaper. So they all work as a team. And this is why no weapons, or any weapons formed will not prosper, because between the divine, the reaper, and God, they take care of it all. Okay? What's going on? Two of Swords. We got this again. Alright? But in the reverse. Again. So, yeah, like I said, they can't make up a decision. They don't know how to come through. They don't know how to come forward. They don't know how to take accountability. They don't know how to communicate. It's all word salad with them. And they can't even tell the truth and be honest with themselves, let alone anybody else. Even to call a truth, even if they wanted to. Good evening, little bee. Welcome in, honey. Baby LA. Alright. Next card. We got the Six of Cups. What's about the past that's impacting the future? Okay. So, self-worth, courage, the inability of. It's like somebody meet, alright. So, all of this ill will, all of this, there's a lot of shame here. There's a lot of envy here. There's a lot of pain and sadness and regret and, you know, and now they want to come in with some sort of an apology and whatnot because they're reflecting on the past. They're reflecting what they've done and, yeah. I think they're coming to realize that they were the problem. You were the blessing that was going to help heal them. And they did. They let it fall through their hands. What's going on with this Nine of Wands in reverse? Nine of Wands reverse. Yeah, so the Nine of Wands reverse, this is having to do with a lot of manipulation. Okay, they felt defeated because none of their magic would work. None of their magic worked. It all backfired. Again, found out the hard way. Everything they threw at you, it bounced right back. It's kind of priceless, to be honest. Anything else about the Nine of Wands? Yeah, the Hierophant. Totally defeated about how they want to come forward and make a commitment with you. It doesn't work. When they're playing these stupid-ass games, it doesn't work. They're trying to manipulate you into something, it's not going to work. You can't manipulate an emperor into something. You can manipulate a chosen one into something. You very well can't manipulate a mystic into something. You end up manipulating yourself into your own trap. That's the divine protection that we have. Do you think we'd actually last without it? Do you think we'd actually get to be in the new world without it? No. That's why we have divine protection. Because those that have and choose to follow the calling receive the blessing. Those that choose the darkness, well, that's a whole other plan and pathway for another story, another time, another life. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? Seven of Wands in reverse. The tower they brought you was supposed to take you out. And you're still surviving, collective. You're still kicking, you're still breathing. You made it out, you're free. All the while, here they are fighting for their life, and they can't cut it. They can't handle the smoke that they threw at you. Alright, collective? They threw at you. They're literally defenseless to it. They feel defenseless. I think they're realizing you're a lot stronger than they totally judged a book by its cover. Let's just say that much. You're a lot stronger. You give yourself credit for, but you're a lot stronger than what they even thought you were. Anything else with the 7 of Wands? What else? Yeah, 4 of Cups. Now they're wanting the happiness. But you're headed towards that happiness, collective. You're on your way. Okay? Clearly you want something different, and you're going for it. You're making it happen. That's why they're clawing at your ankles to get a hold of you. Because they want to come along for the ride. Anyway. What do we got going on? Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, everybody. We're at the moon in the reverse, so this is about the secrets coming out. What secrets? What's the secrets coming out? 7 of Cups of being overwhelmed, too much cake to eat, and not enough spoons. Oh yes, it will be revealed. It will be revealed. It will be bittersweet, collective. Understand, it will be very, very bittersweet. Alright, Sun here. And we got the 7 of Cups. So somebody's very overwhelmed at maybe the offers that you're receiving. Feeling like they're running out of time. Or maybe there's too many offers, or there's too many people to try to undermine. Now there's a whole list of different people, too many people of a distraction to try to lie and to thwart to. Too many people coming at them, I think. And everything is being revealed all in good time. And this reveal is going to be bittersweet. Bittersweet, collective. Because I think this is actually going to be the closure that you're going to need. And it's going to bring you a blessing that you have ever yet to receive. Okay, this is a blessing that money can't even buy. So get ready for it. I want to know more about it in reverse. Curious George was a monkey, not a cat. All right. What's going on with the moon in reverse? Tell me more. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. It's almost like this person this karmic that you're with, they didn't love you anyway. They didn't love you from the get-go, all a game. It was just an illusion. No love there. And I almost get the feeling that they were paid to ruin you. They were paid to rip you apart. It was all just for the money. The moon in reverse. Confirm that for me. Oh yeah. We're getting justice. Okay, this was this very well could have been attempted homicide. This very well could be attempted treason, sabotage, whatever. Either way, there was no love in this situation. There was never love in this situation. You're going to receive justice for this. Okay? Not only are there secrets coming. What are the secrets? You got the 4 cups. That they're never happy. They're always wanting more. They're never satisfied. Meanwhile, they can't even see the gift right in front of them. Really sad individual. They were just there to get you all worked up, get you all pissed off, get you all out of character. That way, they would log it in that you were unfit, that you were crazy. Interesting. Setups is coming in. They wanted to overwhelm you. Okay? They wanted you in your emotions to the point where unable to move forward and have any type of balance. They were trying to make you look like a lunatic, is what they wanted to do. That was their job. They were sent in to ruin your destiny. They were sent in to turn your world upside down. And then you caught wind and you're out. Yeah, 6 of Cups. You're moving on to the future. You know, you're focused on the future. Okay, there is no reconciliation here. And they very well could be holding you back so you don't progress forward. Meanwhile, in behind the scenes, they're already moved on. But somehow they've got some sort of a energetic to you holding you back and leaving you in limbo. This is how inconsiderate and sick and disgusting these people are. What's going on with the Emperor? And it's all because you're standing in your power, might I add. With the Emperor, you standing in your power, you put an end to all this shit. With the 10 of Wands. You're done. You're forking it. You're letting go of burdens. And I think that's why they're so shook. What else about this Emperor? 8 of Coins. This Emperor knows what the hell. How could you think that you're going to thwart and mislead an Emperor? How do you think you're going to lie to an Emperor and get away with it? What a loser. Whoever this is, they're dumb. They're dumb. They need to go back to school. What's going on with this Emperor? Yeah, 2 of Swords. They're calling truce, they're making a decision, and they're moving on. Simple stuff. They're holding on what they said. They didn't stutter. Yep, 2 of Wands. This whole situation, because you stand in it, when you stood in your power, this was their whole idea, to keep you from moving forward, but you still kept moving forward, and it made them look like a dumbass. For good measure. And I think this is what revealed a lot of their bullshit energy. Because other people started seeing this too. What else about this Emperor? Is there anything else about the Emperor? Yeah. The Emperor wanted to move up and level up and everything, and there's the world, right? So this is the level. This is a portion of you standing in your power and you moving forward. This is part of your story about standing in your power. And it's almost like they're trying to come out with it like it's fake news or something. It's not. That's the thing, when you live in authenticity and your story's probably really adventurous, people think it's a bunch of lies and it's fabricated when it's really not. You know, they need to check themselves. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. You're a magician. So the other fuckers that were manipulating you, you know how to deal with it. You know how to transmute that. They thought they were playing with a weakling. They really went to master. And I think they got taught a lesson, a very valuable lesson. Let's just say you left them shook. Eight of Pentacles, what about it? Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, you know what you're doing. You know how to fight when you need to. You know all about conflict. You've been through it. And you know that you know enough not to retaliate. You know enough not to react. You know enough that there was a lot of reactive abuse. A lot of traps, and you didn't fall for it. Not one of them. And this is why you got the Midas touch. This is why you're good at what you do, because you've been through it already. You learned the lessons for you to move forward, and now you don't play those games. Okay, people want to start those games, you end those games. Because you play those games. And that's your biggest checkmate. Your knowledge, your wisdom that you have within you. The memories taught you something. All the healing you did. All the new understandings. That's what brought you to this Eight of Pentacles. The Strength card. Ten of Coins. Yeah. You're gaining your strength, your courage, and whatnot, and they're losing it all. They're losing their strength. They're losing their stronghold. They're losing absolutely everything. Because that's what they wanted for you, collective. Keep it in mind. Don't be feeling remorseful for the bullshit that they're going through. Right? You have to understand and realize they did this for you. They wanted you to have nothing. They wanted you lying in a ditch somewhere. Worthless. Like a piece of trash. Understand that this is divine justice. Do not feel bad for this. Do not have mercy for this. This is their karma for wishing this on another person. You would not wish this on another person, collective. This is the divine's job to judge them. And this is why you gave it to the divine. It wasn't yours to judge. Not like they judged you. And that's why they say, do not judge unless you would like to be judged. And the whole thing is, there's a difference between judging people and just telling them. Alright? There's a big difference. A little bit more about the Strength card. Nice. So, the Strength card. Somebody's looking at reconciling because they're looking at the past. They're seeing it. It's eating them alive, and they're needing to come forward. They're finding the strength and courage to come forward, to reconcile, to calm the waters, collective, be in a public place when this, maybe have a friend nearby, something. But I think this needs to happen. So if this comes forward, I would go for that, but do it in a public place. Make sure that you protect. Okay? And don't let them try to change your mind from what you already got going on. This is just communication. It's not setting a plan for the future. Okay? If anything, it's to close off this cycle, move on, once and for all. But it all depends on whether or not they're going to show up with words salad or something to actually believe in, right? So, act accordingly. But there's some sort of a reconciliation and a calming of waters regarding the past, all right? Somebody wants to heal something. We got the Ace of Wands as the last card, and then I'm going to open up the session. Noah, if you are nearby. What's going on with the Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Got the Four Cups. We got the Hierophant in the reversed. Ooh. Yeah, somebody's moving on because they clearly don't want that. So somebody's definitely moving on. From a karmic relationship, maybe. Some might be finding a new connection with their well, maybe not. Maybe somebody could have lost their connection with the divine because they were hanging out with karmic energy. We got the Ace of Coins, and we got Justice on its side. So it's almost like there's some sort of a connection. There is some sort of justice on the line regarding a house, some sort of an inheritance, some sort of a job offer, some sort of something. But there's some sort of justice on the line about this, and there's something about a disconnect of a contract, or a falling out of a contract, or something. I don't know. There's something about this here. Yeah, but some are out, like they're burnt out. I think that's what the whole thing is, and that's information with my yawn. That there's no commitment here, there's no contract here, there's nature here with this, the Hierophant in the reverse. With the Four Cups, somebody definitely is not appreciating the silver lining, and they're not happy with the status quo, and they want more. And it's like they're going towards this Ace of Coins and trying to get justice with that. Oh. Okay? And I have a feeling it's somebody literally trying to rip an inheritance out from behind your back. Is the feeling I'm getting. Interesting. Some sort of something. Somebody's trying to swindle something behind the scenes. They think they don't know. They think that you're oblivious to the situation. Nine of Swords. You're not in your head about it. You're totally in the know. Your spidey senses are on point. Yeah. Eight of Coins. Somebody don't want this to happen. Somebody doesn't want all this good shit to be happening to you, but it is. For somebody, it's falling apart because you found out. The whole dynamic of the story of the foundation is literally crumbling because you know something. Oh, I don't make this shit up. We got the tower on the bottom of the deck. Like, I'm shook right now. I'm shook. I'm about them, but I'm shook. I'm feeling kind of shook. And the ace of, again, in the reverse. With what? The queen of coins. Right? They are hating the fact that you are nurturing your pinnacle and the fact that you're self-sustaining and that you're actually stable. They absolutely hate it. It's literally eating them alive. This is how sick and twistedly disgusting these people are. Right? They don't like the fact that you're shining. Right? The fact that you're not in your head. The fact that you're headed towards this 10 of coins. Yeah. The fact that you're making a decision and you're moving forward and you're communicating what you need to. Yeah. Collective, just keep going. All right? Find the strength and courage within you because that's going to bring you victory. All right? And don't forget to rest and pace yourself. Okay? Because you've got a long, creative journey ahead of you and you need to get creative. Right? Well, very well could be for you, Norma. Get creative. You're going to be moving into this Empress energy. Okay? Very creative energy. The sky's the limit with this energy. Okay? So don't hold back. Because you're going in a new direction. And somebody's trying to betray that. They're spying on you. You very well could be going towards the Two of Cups as well. So you're in alignment with that. And you're letting go of the past on that too. And somebody's going to come in to try to thwart that. Okay? Somebody's got some shit to say about the fact that you got blessings coming in when they need to stay in their own lane and mind their business. They're thinking a lot about the past. They're not leveling up, collective. And the fact that they see you in your power, oof, all the while their destiny and their fist falling apart. Yeah. Yeah. You're standing in your independence, not wanting to fight, fighting it. You're just easily, leisurely going along, and you're standing on your boundaries. You're not settling for less anymore. And this is what's bringing you peace of mind, and this is what's helping you move forward along your journey. And it's actually giving you the ability to celebrate with new friends and people that are coming into your life. Right? You're letting your spidey senses, your intuition, you're letting it all guide you, and you're coming out on top. Because you listen to your guides and the guidance that was with you. You listen to that inner compass. And that's how people misjudged you. They didn't realize you were connected like that. And this is why they did that sneaky shit. And now they have no other choice but to come out repentant with it to you. Otherwise, they're going to receive more on top of it. Because part of the release of that karma is them coming to you and telling you the truth and being held accountable. That's part of their release. But if they don't come forward, and this is why I say, keep the communication open. Because if they come in with an actual heartfelt apology, you will know, because you will feel that. But this don't mean that you let them back in your life. This means that, you know what, they showed up and they wanted to be accountable because it was eating them alive. It's the fucking time. And now they can release this. Now they can finally move. Right? But make sure that if you're going to do this in a well-lit public location. Right? Is there any other message here for the collective regarding this reading? Yeah, 8 of Wands in the reverse. So they're stuck. I don't think they're going to come forward. To be honest, they don't know exactly how to communicate what they need to, I don't think. And is there any last message for this collective message? Is there any last confirmation for the full moon collective? 8 of Swords, yeah, in their heads. They're very well could be in jail right now. They very well could be self-imposed in their own trap right now. 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're not wanting to heal. They're stubborn as fuck. They're bitter. They're bitter. They're anxious. They're envious. They're hateful. Yeah. Nothing good about this at all. And that's what they get for screwing the wrong one. That's what they get for screwing with the wrong one. Alright, collective. Teresa, is Noah still here, or are they gone now? Alright. Kylie paid. I didn't even see that. Thank you for the donation there. Where are you from? Oh, okay. Very cool. Well, welcome in all the way from Perth, Australia, Kylie. Welcome in. So, my guess is you're wondering about your love life and career, specifically. Do you have a little girl or boy? I see a little child around you. Could be yours, it could be a brother or sister, but there's a little one around you. I'm thinking more feminine energy. 14-year-old? I don't know why, but I'm seeing a younger one. Even younger than that. I see her, it's definitely a little feminine, like maybe 3 years old, 4 years old. Now this little one very well could be passed away. So if you know any babies that have passed away in the last 2 to 3 years, my condolences. And oddly enough, I have picked up a couple miscarriages in my day. So, it very well could be something like that. I don't know if that resonates. Okay, well, I'm having a feeling they're around you still. Okay? One particular, it very well could be a boy and a girl, but I'm getting a strong feminine. Okay? There's a uncle. There's father. There's an uncle, a grandfather, and I think it might be an aunt. It's a lady. It very well could have been a very close friend to the family. They've all within the last 5 years. I don't know who these people are, but they're all standing there with you. They are your guides. They are your angels. This may be going out on a limb, but did your mom by any chance have dementia? Or quite possibly Alzheimer's? Something to do with the memory, something to do with the mind and being able to understand, and being cognitively coherent? Okay. The reason why I wasn't sure whether or not it was a family friend or an aunt or related or somehow is because they're very, very foggy. Like, she didn't know who she was. Is a feeling I got. All these people that I've mentioned, they are not in pain, not suffering anymore. Okay, they are at peace. The grandfather and your uncle are protectors, and they don't mess around. One of them, I do believe, one of them was a boxer, or one of them knew how to fight. I see a boxing ring, like 1950s. Like, I see medals on the wall, I see a bunch of different certificates, a bunch of different things. I don't know who it was, pinpoint it. One of them might have actually been in the war, one of them been like outside of the war. They could have both went to the war, and one got into boxing and one just kind of focused on themselves. Okay. Yeah, I had nothing to worry about. I'm gonna tell you this now. You have a spiritual inheritance on its way to you, but you need to get in touch with your intuition a little bit more. I'm feeling that something chaotic or traumatic has happened, and it kind of got you out of sync, out of the loop. You kind of went inward. It's like a hermit mode. It's kind of what it's feeling like. And since this hermit mode, you're really unsure, you're rather uninspired as to what direction you're going to be going in. Right. Yeah. So the traumatics is your husband fucking you over. The one person that you thought you could trust. The one last person that's coming in to betray you. It's quite unfortunate, my friend. You're a warrior after all, Kylie. You didn't go through all this just to give up now, did you? Hmm? What would your uncle say? What would your grandfather say? This dumbass thinks that they know what they're into. This dumbass thinks that they know who they're dealing with. They haven't even seen you full out snap yet. And I'll tell you right now, I would never want to be on your bad side. I'd want you on my side. Specifically if the zombies come in. We'd end up our favorite, you know, I'd be your ride or die. If the zombies come in. For sure. I got your back, sister. Hey, Kylie. I haven't even touched my cards yet. You tell me if I'm a fraud. Alright. What does Kylie need to know right now? What does Kylie need to know? You just need to stay focused. Because you got some great ideas in your back pocket. And all you're doing is sitting on them. All this hate and confusion and all these other distractions keeping you from actually moving forward with it. Oh, but Aiden, there's so much red tape. There's so much paperwork. Wow. Try me a river, honey. It makes good kindling, though. It's great for burning bridges. What the paperwork is for, after all, you know. Something's got to catch on there. Just don't forget your freaking marshmallows. And make sure you have extra popcorn, because it's actually kind of funny when the kernels go up. It makes it like a party. Almost celebratory. Hey, I never thought of that. I'll bring some graham cracker and some chocolate and make some s'mores. Alright, enough about food. What's going on with Kylie? Tell me what Kylie needs to know right now. Yeah, we got the 7 of Cups. You're focused. And you got people just trying to just... What's going on? Page of Wands. Alright. I like that idea, but my idea is better. Why not come over here and do this? So, dude, I don't want to come over and, like, rub your feet. Like, you can rub my feet. How about that? I'll just stay over here and be independent on my own. If you start burning up, just walk out. Don't say... If you're feeling a little warm and you're feeling you're burning up, you're probably gonna just burst out into flames. It's better to just leave the building, okay? The first sign is burnt toast. If you smell burnt toast, run. That also means you're having a stroke, so be careful with that. You probably don't want to be running when you have a stroke. Yes, the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of clarity coming in order for you to move forward. This is probably why you're stuck, because you haven't got the full story. You haven't got the full, you haven't had the full experience in order to make up your mind yet. Okay, as if you need to go through a little more suffering and receive a little bit more truth. But thankfully, it's on a silver platter and it's in your favor. Okay, this enlightenment is going to help you move forward. All right, it's going to allow you to make new decisions for yourself. But the truth, it will first piss you off, as it always does, and then it will set you free, inevitably. I think something is going to be exposed to you, something that was hidden in the dark, right? So keep that in mind when you're moving forward. We got the King of Coins. Focus on protecting your finances, protecting your money, protecting your abundance. Okay? Keep that to yourself. Nobody got to know what it is. Nobody got to know what your money is. Nobody got to know what you got in the bank. Nobody got to know shit. That's your information and your information only. Be very, very mindful of people that are asking you, unless they're your financial advisor. They have no business asking you, otherwise to basically see what you have to rip you off. So be very mindful on that. So it could be that there is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your energy, and they very well could be in process of the one that's bringing forward. Or this very well could be somebody that you know that very well could have the truth. Maybe they're holding it back, but they will be coming forward with this, all right? It's either that or you're embodying this King of Coins energy. Doesn't matter whether or not you're feminine or masculine. You could be nurturing your pentacle or you protecting it. Either one. Any other message for Kylie? Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of chaos. It's a lot of distractions. And you need to stand in your fuck around and find out too. Okay? The Queen of Wands, this is a very intentional energy. She thinks before she does. She thinks and she lets her intuition guide her. Okay, it's her in the consciousness, her in the higher power. Okay, this is why the Queen of Wands gets shit done. She's very passionate about what she does. She does not know for an answer. She gets shit done. She either says, you either help get out of my fucking way. One of the two. Okay, so she's very radiant. She's very beautiful. All right, she's very intimidating. All right. So whatever this energy is in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, whatever the case, this is the energy of this card here. So you're standing in that, you're protecting your pentacles, you're moving forward, you're releasing the truth, you're revealing the truth, you're exposing the truth, you're exposing people for their lies, their deceit, you're living an honorable life, you're being very focused in your intentions, you're being very independent. All through this absolute fucking chaotic storm. Kylie, you are a warrior in your own right. Be like water. Bruce Lee, you gotta go watch that video. Go look it up. Bruce Lee beat water. And watch that. Watch it 3 times. Because the first time, it's a little rough trying to get through the accent. So watch it 3 times. Alright? There's something about his 1-inch punch. If you're like, oh, what's that? What's that all about? Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch, where he punched somebody right off his feet by just being 1 inch away from him. And the thing is, when he went to go do his bodybuilding, he went into the gym and he was doing maybe 15, 20 pounds. Maybe 50 pounds at the most. And it's his endurance that he was going for. It wasn't to build muscle. It wasn't to bulk out. It wasn't to do anything like that. He had a very wild regimen on how he worked out. You should look into it. Do some investigation into it. All right? And also, for the collective, as well as yourself, Kylie, look up Mr. Emoto. All right? It was a study done on water, right? Crystallized water, or frozen water, whatever you want to do. Look it up. There's one in particular video that tells all about it. All right? This will open your mind to actually how powerful you are. Put your hearts in the chat for those that want a message. I'm not going to pick the first one. I'm not going to pick the last one. But I'll pick somewhere in between. All right, closet culture. Psych. What's the message for closet culture? Ooh, Knight of Cups. Moving forward with face, letting it guide you. What's going on? Coming out of a turbulent time, though. I'm getting fast action healing. Something's telling me you're working with, like, sound frequency. You listen to that once in a while you meditate. Is that true? You're wanting more, though. You're not happy with what you're getting. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you need to get creative, my dear. You're moving forward with your heart space. You're letting it guide you, but you're looking for more. You're looking for something deeper. You're looking to make a bigger impact. You don't feel like what you're doing with your music is making a big enough impact. But this is where you need to step into your power and get creative. Okay? And again, a lot of you have aces up your wazoo, or your back end, that you're not even playing. You're literally sitting on them and, you know, stinking the motherfucker out with your farts and when nobody's in the room. You're getting tainted by your flatulence. You know, your good ideas are turning into shitty ideas because you're sitting on them. What's going on? What do they need to know right now? Yeah, King of Coins. We're talking about Taurus, Leo. Taurus? What? No. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Thank you very much. Get it right, Aiden. Get it right. STZ, thank you so much. To you and your lady. Six of coins in the reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. And the World. Yeah, you're sick and tired of people not making up their own damn mind. You're sick and tired of people thinking about the past and reiterating about it, and there's no equal give and take, and it's been like this big huge fucking storm. Okay? Like, everybody wants to be part of the idea, but they don't want to put all the work and the investment into it. Like, stop wasting my time and get out of my way. I got shit to do. That's the feeling I get anyway. Yeah, use your discernment. Alright? You're standing in this Empress energy. Start fucking acting like it. Okay? That requires you to use your discernment, use your intuition. Okay? You have to go through all four queens to this Empress status. Okay? So, unapologetically, live in this Empress status. If people don't like it, not your problem. That's a them problem. You got music to make. You got an impact to make. Focus on that. Focus on your dream. Right? Don't allow these other stupid ass idiots thinking that, oh yeah, I can do that for you. Oh, I'll get that done for you. You're still waiting 6 months later. And now they're ghosting you, beating you around the bush like they just can't hack it. That's the feeling I'm getting. Getting like there was a couple musicians that were, this is musicians, and it's also dealing with business like recording studio, different stuff like that too as well. And I'm getting like a price change. Like they quote you one price and then you end up with an invoice with it so much more on the invoice. It's like, you didn't quote me this. So it's not, the math is not mathing, they're not matching. It's just, it's a big huge fucking storm that you're dealing with. It's a very unrequittable, like it's a one-sided deal. Right? You do all the work and they get all the out. Like, no, that's not the way it's gonna work. Right? So stand in your power with that. You got this Empress energy, you got the King of Coins energy, you're protecting your study. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. But don't let this bullshit distract you from what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? And I'm getting a download that you are supposed to be bringing new music that people haven't heard before. And this is part of your inspiration, is what you're working on. You're trying to incorporate something that people haven't before. And you're going to find it. This is your confirmation. Your prayers are being answered. You just got to get inspired. I hope that message helped. Stand in your power, my dear. You got this. Cheryl. How's it going, Cheryl? The Farley Fairy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the hearts, they be lacking. We got some lurkers that don't want to subscribe. We got some lurkers that don't throw their hearts in because they're too scared to get a message. Hey Cheryl, what's going on? So, Knight of Cups, Cheryl. Again, I'm gonna shovel these bitches again. Because This is a lot of the collective, right? The Knight of Cups is coming out again and again and again. We're all leading with our heart space, with our heart space, which is pretty cool. I'm liking this. All right. What's the message for Cheryl? What the hell? All the same fucking card coming out. The King of Swords. Or no, not the King of Swords, the coins. And the Six of Wands. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whatever energy you are, Six of Wands. This is also fire. So it could be Leo, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But either way, you're standing on your pinnacle. And I don't know. People are looking up to you because of your financial possibilities and the way you go about it, the way you hold yourself, your stability, maybe mind, body, and spirit, the way you stand, the way your principles are, integrity. It could be, just the way you hold yourself. It could be the house that you live in. It's just a very high status kind of card, very stable, very protective. This is a very homey energy. It's a very welcoming energy. Not necessarily nurturing, that's the Queen's job. But you're very protective. You're like a safe house kind of situation. Won a pool competition Sunday, and I felt I passed. Darling, come over me, and my last 2 shots. Wow. Congratulations. Well, they were definitely there when you won, no doubt. So you receive victory. So that's pretty cool with the Ace, the Six of Wands, and the fact that you won that competition. That's pretty wild. However, in the lovers department, you're not really balanced. You're a bit of a mess. It's almost like you're using this other stuff to distract. I'm supposed to tell you that you'll love again. It might not feel like it right now, but you will. In due time. Yes. You need to stand in your power, my dear. Stand in this Queen of Wands energy, just like I spoke about it before. Alright? It's coming. And this is you emotionally walking away from the past. Okay? This is you walking away to better. Alright? Better horizons. Wish fulfillment. It's right around the corner. Alright? So just when I said that you're going to love again, this is confirmation. But you need to stand in your power. You need to stand in your confidence. Part of that, my dear, is loving yourself. Alright? And being able to fill that cup out is first priority. Alright? Stop distracting yourself from the pain you're feeling emotionally and let it move through you. Allow it to flow. Okay? This is not to rip you apart. This is not to get you thinking about the past. This is not to get you feeling pain about the past. It has nothing to do with that. It's to empower you. How far have you come? What have you gotten through? What have you survived? Cheryl, you're a warrior. You wear your heart out on your sleeve, get taken advantage of. Maybe you've done that a bunch of times, haven't learned your lesson yet. You'll learn it eventually. And I think this last relationship that you had, or situationship you had that got rather confusing, okay, I think they shook you up to the point of realization. And it kind of made you bitter. And it closed you off. Exactly. Yeah, you got 100% track record getting through all of it, Cheryl. So you're still winning. Even after all the shit you've been through, you're still winning. Let your haters hate, they're gonna anyway. At least if they're hating, you know you're doing something right. Just take it as a compliment. Right? Every big influencer person has their protesters and has their fans and their VIPs. Every influencer, anybody that's got something to say or something to do, they've got somebody to protest and they've got somebody to cheer them on. Right? You gotta have both in order to move forward. It's just the deal. Right? So, love you too, Cheryl. Just stay strong, my dear. You're a warrior amongst many here. I'm glad you're part of the tribe. Alright. Check out the Rolodex and see if I see any other hearts. Come on, are you guys all asleep or something? What's the deal with this? I got 31 people watching and no hearts. You guys want another collective reading? Spencer, welcome in. Slappy burrito. How are you? Now look, I twisting your arm, guys. Okay, I don't expect you to put a heart chat. I just figure if you want a message, you guys have been waiting patiently, right? Oh, but Aiden, we don't want to tire you out too much. We know how it gets. Yeah, it's all right. I have self-control. Spencer, what's going on with Spencer? Oh, somebody's lying to you, or you're lying to yourself. Or somebody's not taking your truth seriously. Somebody's not taking you seriously. Either one. For where it's sitting. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, he's totally misjudging you, but you're getting justice for this. Fucking ha. You deserve the justice anyway. You don't deserve to be screwed around. You got the King of Coins sitting on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, we got the Five of Swords, so somebody's got something to say about this justice. Heaven forbid you get this. You're not allowed to have justice, sir. Heaven forbid. Forbid, you'd want something better and, want to move on. Because that would betray somebody. You know your worth. You're finding out your worth. So is somebody, maybe holding you back? Is somebody lying on you? Are they swindling you to try to hold what's meant for you? They're trying to betray you? They're trying to lie on you? Make you look like someone you're not? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself. Does something feel funny? You know? But this motherfucker that's lying on you, they're misjudging you, and they're about to get a whack of karma right at the head. I'm gonna tell you that now. And they're gonna be speaking on your name, and that's when it's coming in. Maybe they're the one with the insatiable cup and wanting to get whatever they want. Greedy fucks, and they're going to be the ones being betrayed, but betray themselves, because the only one that can actually help them through it is you. Whatever this is situating on, you know how it resonates. Okay? If they're gonna lie to somebody else, and if you know that they're lying to somebody else, guaranteed they're gonna lie to you, Spencer. Okay? Do not let those rose-colored glasses fool you. Alright? Really. They gotta have something to say. Oh, you're gonna put them in your place, my friend. You're gonna put them in your place. Like, you're not gonna... Don't stand for that shit. You're gonna find out what it is. It's gonna be revealed to you. Listen to your intuition. I think you already got it in your mind. You already know the hell I'm talking about. Stand on your boundaries. You're gonna shut this motherfucker up, and you're gonna show them out. Lead by example, right? You're gonna rise to the top. Let the haters hate, dude. Stand in your power. Okay? Move forward thinking about your stability. Alright? Protect your stability. Don't be stupid, Cupid. Don't let your freaking heart get the better of you. That's why you gotta have both your mind and your heart in balance. Because they work in union. They work together, but you need to get them working together. That's the hard part. I'll tell you right now, if he's telling you you're delusional, I'll tell you right now, he's a narcissist. He can't take accountability for nothing. He's always blaming somebody else. And he's always got somebody else's name in their mouth. You better believe when you're not there and they're talking to somebody else, they've got your name in their mouth too. Don't trust them as far as you can throw them. Slappy burrito. What's going on? The slappy burrito. You know, I take a burrito or taco any day. Chicken or beef. What's going on? Beef all the way. Yeah. The slappy burrito. What's the message, Spirit? Are they making you hungry? Can you slap them back a message for you? Ooh. We ask and they've delivered. Alright. So it's looking like you're nurturing your heart. You quite possibly could be healing your heart right now. You're stuck. You're at a crossroads. You don't know where you're going. But you're healing your heart, which is a good start. You are looking for commitment. You're kind of looking like somebody needs to fill a void. You're in search of someone special. And I'll tell you right now, that's not the way you're going about it. Not after tonight, you're not. That chalice up at the top. What's it sitting on? I'm actually asking for an answer. What's it sitting on? Correct. Which means this chalice, this holy grail is very sacred. Right? Which means that you have to use your discernment as to who you allow anywhere near that cup. Right? This chalice is very, very, very sacred. This is your love and your life, your purpose and your passion. It's your emotions within your collective consciousness within yourself. This is your past lives. This is your current life. This is your future lives, all within the same timeline at this very moment. The only love that you want in this cup is the love that you give to yourself and the love that you receive from the divine. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, and you need to fill this cup to the rim with that love that I spoke about. And this is well before you allow someone else into the mix. The reason why I'm saying this, alright, and I'm emphasizing the Queen of Cups and nurturing your heart space, is that showing that you're not really having much hope right now. It's kind of like you lost hope. That you don't think you're ever going to love it. You're kind of foreshadowing one of the last readings there. And with what I get here with the Hierophant and the Two of Wands is that your version of mission and your version of the way you want to move forward with your relationships, it's almost as if it doesn't exist anymore. And I would think that you would be looking for something of a sacred commitment, right? So this is the whole thing. Like, everybody wants to go and frown on Tinder, and here you are with a traditional relationship. And wanting something substantial, something solid. Right? You're trying sacred. Alright? Spirit's saying do not lose hope. Alright? We've got a lot of healing people in the world that are going through it right now. Alright? They're in the process of leveling up. In order for our counterpart or our soulmate to be in alignment with us, all in divine timing, the divine is at work here. Specifically sitting here with the Hierophant. Alright? And with this being said, when you're looking at this commitment and this spiritual connection, it all ties into self-worth, self-care, self-respect, self-love, okay, self-forgiveness, self-healing, okay? It ties in together. You can't have one without the other. And this is why you need to heal and empower yourself to be able to commit to yourself before you can commit to someone else. So if you can commit to loving yourself 100% and be in fulfillment of that, you're going to be raising your vibration automatically. And it's also going to put you in alignment in a new frequency. Up and out of the pain and the suffering and the trauma and the drama. Which will give you the ability to drop your guard and open to the ability of loving again. Alright? But right now, knowing that there's not much hope here. Even though you're nurturing, I think at this point you're healing your heart. You're nurturing your heart. You're getting to know yourself in this new light, in a new perspective. Okay? So, I'm proud of you for all this inner work. It's a lot of shadow work that you've been dealing with. A lot of turmoil, a lot of abuse. I'm getting a lot of childhood wounds. Something to do with abandonment. Something to do with having to have and require someone to fill your cup when you could be filling that cup yourself, right? And not only empowering yourself, but you're not going to betray yourself like everybody else did. You're not going to abandon yourself anymore like everybody else did. You're finally showing up for yourself, forgiving yourself for putting yourself through that shit over and over and over again, and allowing just your emotions to get the better of you and not having your mind and body and spirit in alignment. But I think you are now in awareness of that and what you're striving for, and you're winning. All right, you are winning. So I hope that helped. Stay focused. Emily. You're very welcome, Slappy. You're always welcome here. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a while. It's been a quick minute. Uh-oh. Alright, spill it, Emily. What's your problem? There's something on. I think this is going to be more of a coaching session than anything. I'm lighting a cigarette. What's going on, my dear? And don't worry, honey, you're not making me smoke. I'm just staring. Mr. Thompson, welcome in. Yeah, Emily, you gotta talk to me. There's too much on the plate there. You need to pick something. Let's just say a door is attempting to be opened that I worked very hard and very long to close. I don't know what to do. So you've been resonating with the previous messages all night. You're with it. You're definitely vibing with the tribing. All right. What kind of door are we talking about? Is this a job door? Is this a relationship? Or is this a family door? Okay, a family door. And why did you leave in the first place? Like, I know you weren't being heard, you weren't being validated, you felt out of place. That's the usual norm. You clearly didn't feel like you were being heard. Like, you just had to scream before they'd actually, okay, Emily, let's go and sit down at the kitchen table and we'll talk about it. I get you now, I get you. But you literally had to snap in order to get anybody's attention, is the feeling. You're like, I should not have out in order to get some sort of validation or any type of, coexisting of consciousness. I shouldn't have to snap out for that. Am I vibing? I was adopted at 2 years old due to police sister. That was okay. If they want to reach out, I would reach out over Facebook or over FaceTime, over whatever else, because you can block. You're protected that way. Something tells me there might be some sort of closure, realization that, no, it's good, keep the door closed. You'll know 100% sure, you won't have to worry about it. It'll be a no-brainer. Okay. Now, it very well could be, if he's older, there very well could be a will, and there very well could be a talk of a will that he wants to leave you in a will. There very well could be a situation where they want you to be in the family again. The sister maybe wants another blister to hang out with. I don't know. Not to call you a blister, but flip it how it fits. I don't know exactly. But ultimately, like, use your discernment. I would keep communication open. It's always good to keep communication open. Use your discernment as to what they're saying. Don't let them pull the wool eyes. And if they want you to make any type of decision with the bat, say no. I'm not making any decision until I sleep on it. Time to think about it. Because I closed the door already. And I'm actually opening up the conversation to actually at least hear you out. To be respectful, to be civil. But if there isn't anything important to talk about and all you want to talk about is the past and bullshit, then guess what? I'm out. And you build that boundary and you stand at that boundary. And you do not allow them to trample that boundary. Okay? Because just because they're your sister, just because it's dad, or let's just say your father, anybody can be a father or a mother. It takes a real amazing human being to be a mom and a dad. Well, maybe they're righting their ways, but at least you will get your confirmation. Well, keep your judgments to yourself. Be civil, and if all they want to do is drama, block them. Simple stuff. That's why I leave them on Facebook, leave them on Instagram, and that's as far as I get. The whole thing is that before my father passed, I was estranged to him for 7 years, close to. Alright? And before he passed away, I wanted to open up the communication one last time at least to get rid of him. Right? To have at least a last conversation, to say what I need to say, get it off my chest, and get it. Okay? I'm glad I did. We sort of kind of reconciled. Yeah, not necessarily seeing eye to eye, but there's a notion of support there. Somewhere it's showing that he's trying, right? So as people get older, they begin to realize that, yeah, I shouldn't have been such an asshole. And they try to right the wrong they had. Okay? You should give that option, that possibility, because the amount of pain and the amount of suffering that it can resolve and disintegrate to allow you to move up and rise into your fullest potential. Okay? And I'm not saying to remove your peace. I'm not saying to jeopardize your peace. Okay? But I'll tell you right now, open the window and you say, hey, what the fuck is going on? How's things going? And then they turn out with the fucking Springer show, you can close the window. Not interested. And the fact that you're standing on your boundaries, you're going to be out of yourself. Because you said what you said, you did what you did, you're standing on it. But the fact you're the bigger person and keeping the communication open for a possible reconcile, a possible peaceful resolution, that's honorable. That's integrity. That's integrity at the finest. So that's showing it by example. You're being the better, bigger person, right? If they want to turn out to be delinquents, let them show up like that. Let them. If that's how they want to show up, just like the trolls show up in my chat, let them. Because they show up and they show you exactly who the hell they are. And then you can act accordingly. You don't have to react to their bullshit. You can act accordingly till they show up. Alright? And this is giving you power in your court. This is giving you the power to whether or not you want to replay even. Right? And I know, and that's what makes you the warrior that you are, Emily. You're not going to be taken advantage like you did before. You're not going to allow it to happen because you learned those lessons now. And you get to show up in a different light, and you get to show up in a way that you put your foot down, and they will know that they cannot push you anymore. This is you standing up for yourself and standing on boundaries. They're not going to like it, but you got more. I've got no doubt at all. No doubt in mind that they will bow down to you because they literally have no other choice. If they want any type of connection with you, okay, then they're going to have to somehow submit. And if you keep the communication open and allow them to communicate and show up, at least, then you're going to know who and what and how to react to it. Trust yourself for once. Okay? You're new to this whole idea of trusting yourself, so trust yourself. Right? Use your discernment. And I have a feeling you've already read through the energy. Right? And the fact that you don't know what to do, it's got you all mixed up. Because they're making you question what you already know, which is toxic. So, sometimes in the dance of life, it requires you to take a step back. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to take a step forward. You'll be dancing all over the floor. Right? So just enjoy the dance. Embrace the dance. All right, Norma. Hold on here. I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back. Hey, Emily, if you don't want to dance anymore, just go sit on the sidelines, sitting in a chair and grab a drink. You don't have to dance all night, you know. Dance when you want to, and dance like they're not even watching. But just don't forget to dance. Ah, Norma, Norma, Norma. Thank you, my dear. I'll spin a rug with you anytime, Norma. That means a lot, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, Norma. What's going on with Norma, dragons? What does Norma need to know? Seven of coins. Five of swords. Norma, you got some people checking themselves before they wreck themselves. You got the noose around their fucking neck. You got your boot on their neck. You got the taser at their balls. They're checking themselves before they wreck themselves. I've been working on something pretty substantial. And Spirit's saying all of your life you've been working on this. And then for somebody to come in to think that they're going to have a say as to what you're doing, what you're trying to make happen. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but they got something to say and they want to come back in. They want to reconcile whatever they said. They're eating their words. And this is poetic justice for you, my dear. Poetic justice. Alright? Beautiful. What's going on? Okay. What is going on? Cut. Somebody's too stubborn to heal. So we got 5 and 5 with a 7. It's either that or somebody is healing. But I get the stubborn energy from the card right now. What's going on with Norma? Ooh, we got 10 of swords. Yeah. Somebody doesn't want to walk away. Somebody wants to reconcile something. But they're too stubborn to heal. I don't get it. Are you dealing with a pompous owl? Yeah, no kidding. Welcome in, Daryl. Oh, really? They're coming in fast, honey. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. I'm getting it. They're not taking no for an answer. They want to talk to you. But I have a feeling with what they're going to sit down and talk to you about, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh your ass off. Okay, it'll be actually quite comical. You might actually spit out your coffee or your tea. Did you get left out of, did you left out and ghosted? As if they went and they would go somewhere else thinking that that it was greener on the other side, but then they found out it was a big huge bullshit pile. Exactly what they're coming in to tell you. Wherever they went or whatever they were doing, it turned into inferno of shit. And this is your poetic justice. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Eight of Swords, you're in your head anymore. Tell me about the move. Is the move gonna move smoothly? Ooh, you're gonna collaborate. You got some new people coming in to celebrate with you. Okay? Tell me about the move. Tell me about things going on. What's going on with that? Yeah. So you might have a little bit of a problem with the coin. A little bit financially strapped for a little while. But if you play right and you focus on what you're good at, you can make some coin and deal with it. That's going to be your... So there's some things that you're good at that you could provide as service. You might be want to making some side coin. Okay? Even if it's cleaning, if it's organizing, if it's cooking meals, if it's like meal prep. You know, for people that can't really cook, maybe they have bad hand-eye coordination, right? Work a knife to do prep for food or whatever. You know, maybe something like it's some like I feel like you're good in the kitchen. You're very confident. Thing under the sun, you could make many different types of menus. Is what I mean. You're very. I trust eating your food. I guess I'm saying. I'm Becky. But yeah, work with what you're good at. Work with something simple, even if it's domestic. You know, you could go spend an hour a day at one place, do some meal preps for them for the day or the week or whatever, and you can go help somebody else strip their bed and do laundry and help them do laundry, or whatever the case may be. You know, help them do paperwork if you're good with numbers, whatever the case. You know, but make it in community. You know, do something similar like I do, like by donations or something like that. You know, and give a bill of like of services of what you can offer. Right? Make it happen. But I think that by being creative, that's going to get you through this situation with this move. And I think you should start this now. So then you have something to hold on. Okay? You at least have something to work with and you can build on it. And it gives you something to do. It gets you out of the space that you're in. So the beep beep in the parking lot there was a confirmation. So really, you've still got lots of life in you, and you need to get something going for yourself to empower you. It's not over yet. Shelly. You're welcome, Norma. My family is going down. Ay, 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 ay. Talk to me, Shelly. To be honest, I'm getting nothing but fog with you, which doesn't surprise me. You're probably dealing with a narcissist. Daryl, just be careful with the older stuff, and if you're sipping the older stuff, a lot of the paint has arsenic and the chemicals and asbestos even sometimes, so be very careful. But I have a feeling you already know that. Your son losing his job, something tells me it was out of his control, and he shouldn't hold it personal. It should have been a stepping stone, and he played it out longer than he should have. As good of a job as it was, only a stepping stone to get him some knowledge, to get him in a direction, and he needs to focus on that new direction. As far as your daughter is concerned, you definitely need to love her since, because she's taken advantage of you in the past, and she's got you at your wit's end. Your peace of mind should come first before having to deal with your daughter. Okay? Now, this means that you don't love your kids. It just means that you have boundaries. You're not a mess. You're not a mess, Shelly. Alright? You're really not. Doing way better than what you're actually giving yourself credit for. Somehow you feel guilty for your daughter. Your son, that was out of his control. Your daughter, I get a sense of abandonment somewhere along the line, but I get a feeling you coddled her a little more. And then it's almost like you cut her off because she needed to. And that whole aspect of that really struck. But that was on her. It was on her understanding, not yours. You tried to teach to her in ways that she would understand, and she didn't take it. I'm not going to put a name to it, and I'm not going to give autistics an excuse. No. Sorry. No. I think it was a misdiagnosis that's going on. And I'm not no dirt. I know absolutely fuck all about it, and I'm just going with the feeling I have. And 9 times out of 10, I'm on the money, so I'm going with it. I'm trusting in it. I have a family member, a younger family member, and that is apparently autistic, and I see no signs whatsoever of them being autistic at all. It makes no sense to me, and I love them just enough. Just, you know, I don't love them any less because of it, and I don't even look at it as a situation. They're just the way they are. But with your daughter, though, all right, I'm going to get a little deep. Now, this is not something that you need to feel guilty about. This is not something that you need to carry with you, Shelly. All right? But a lot of it does stem back. Like, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Okay? And just as she may have said that you've abandoned her, I think you've abandoned yourself. And as much as you liked or would have liked to show up for her more, you were incapable of doing that due to the fact you weren't able to do that for yourself. Now, this very well could be due to the fact that your mother never showed up for you. I don't care if she was in a school or not. You can still show up for your daughter if she's in a school. Okay? It doesn't really matter. You could be 6,000 kilometers away and still show up for your daughter. It's not difficult. But I think this is hereditary, and I think it stems back to even your mother and you. You know, even your grandmother and your mother. Of not being emotionally available, mainly due to the status quo. And we're coming out of that old 50s, 60s paradigm where the mother stayed at home. You know, she took care of everything, didn't complain, didn't allow her emotions to get in the way, and always was very, like, almost superpower. To have women have all that superpower kind of mentality, and to have all that pressure put onto them to just be that perfect person and be that perfect mother, and to have all these pageants and all this other bullshit come out to try to exploit that, and the sororities and whatever else. Like, it got way out of hand. In order to try to paint a picture, right? And it's the fact you had a hard time doing better for yourself. Had a hard time receiving better from your mother. So it's this hereditary circle. All right? The fact that you very well could recognize this with your daughter and show up and show accountability for that. Just say, you know what? I fucked up. But it's because I didn't receive this from my mother. So I didn't know how to show that to you. And I'm sorry for that. I'm genuinely sorry that I wasn't able to show up the way that you needed me to. And I'm wondering, what can I do to fix that? What can I do to make this better now that I realize this? Make this whole situation better. How can you show up for me as an example of how I would want me to show up for you? Like, it's a vice versa. It's a Six of Pentacles. It's a reciprocal. But if she's continued to show up in a damaged and drugged up, like, discombobulated way, what does she expect you to show up with? You know, and if she has a hard time communicating, then clearly she's going to use drugs or something that's going to mask the pain, mask the suffering, because she doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't know how to get out what she needs to say. But I think with you being codependent and needing a void being filled and then realizing you need to self, this is something that she needs to realize too for herself. Because I don't think it's all just you. I think it's the fact that she was brought up in a maybe feeling abandoned and always searching for that void to be filled, and being dependent on other people. It brought her into this whirlwind of a storm of getting taken advantage of, to the point where, you know, she might have gotten into some things that you don't even know about. To the point where now she needs rehab because she's on a whole bunch of drugs. There's a lot of different situations, right? And how they try to alleviate the pain and the suffering. But it all depends on what they choose. As far as your son is concerned, the direction going in, yes, it was a great job, but this wasn't his job. This is not where he is supposed to be. So I'll tell you right now, he is not to be feeling ill himself in any shape or form. As far as that, I would be focusing as to what he learned from working that job and allowing that to excel him into something new and inspiring. But it's not the end for him. He just needs to get creative and think fast. But something tells me he's got good reflexes. He back really quickly. He's got a very good energetic drive. And once he gets focused on something, it's almost like tunnel vision. Like, he almost over focuses, but he excels under pressure, and that's what makes him a good candidate as an employee or something. So he's had to think on his feet. He's had to grow up fast, right? So I have high hopes for him. He just needs to recalibrate and stand in something that's a little bit more hipper. But I think he needs to go with his heart space. Have them balance first. So losing this job might kick him a little bit, kick him while he's down, so to speak. But I think it's going to empower him once he gets out up on the other side of this fog. You know, because this was a rug swept out from underneath him. He didn't even see this coming. So yeah, it's gonna shock him. It's gonna shock the system. Here he thought he was doing great, and then all of a sudden you're cut. It's like, well, what the heck? And I have a feeling someone's had an opinion about it. Somebody was out talking about him, maybe envious about his work ethic, the way he showed up. People were jealous, people were envious, people were a little bit intimidated. Spirit's telling me he's a big boy, or he's got a big energy. Slightly intimidating, but he's a teddy bear, what I'm getting. I don't like a fluffy teddy bear. I get more like a jacked, lumberjack kind of teddy bear. Could have some tattoos. I don't know. He could even be a bouncer. I don't know. His sister. I'm not even sure what you're saying. Oh, okay. As far as your Gemini is concerned, I'd rather not talk about it. Because I get a very karmic energy from them. Extremely wishy-washy, can't fucking make a decision, and life depended on it. Fuck, he won't even help you decide what to make for dinner. Like, fuck off. Alright, honey, I've got beef and chicken. Which one do you want? Oh, whatever you want to have. Pick one. I'm both. I've already chose beef and chicken. So you fucking pick one, will ya? Oh, I'll just have whatever you have. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you that. I asked you beef or chicken. Simple question. Beef or chicken. Not whether or not you wanted to do what I wanted to do. I asked you a simple question. And absent-minded. Oh my god. You try to tell them something, right? Like when you're on the highway, you want to merge into maybe the middle lane. to give space for people that are merging on the highway, at least a lane to get in on the highway, like a normal human being, right? Move out of the way to the way. Make space for others. It keeps things safe on the road. It creates a heck of a lot better reaction time. If everybody would space a highway and not be so damn close, the world and our life would be so much better. And I'll tell you right now, there would be less sit-ins on the road. And don't give me the cars that are on the road, because they're all getting recalled. So let's not get... Sleep all day and then watch Three's Company. I hear a knock on my door. No. No. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna. Fuck's sake. So, Shelly, what do you want to do? Cut your losses? Is that what you're stuck on? No, that's the whole thing I'm trying to tell you, Shelly. You're not a mess. You're in the midst of a spiritual awakening. And that's okay. You're gonna get through this. Yeah, he's gonna be living with you for a while. Embrace that. Raise him right. This is another chance to do it right. So do it right. Now that you have this new awareness, go forth with this wisdom and make a better impact. Okay? And hold yourself accountable with your daughter and call the truce with her. It very well could bring you guys closer. But the thing is, if you're gonna hold yourself accountable, you gotta hold her accountable too. You can still do that and validate her at the same time. Right? But you can see how it trickles down through the different lineage. Alright? And in essence, you're doing this, you're actually breaking the bloodline curses. Any type of bloodline curses, any type of anything that was put on your bloodline, you're breaking this once and for all. And a lot of this was generational from the war. So, we're getting through it. We're done by a lot of deception from many different places. Has many different faces. Okay, who's next on the list? Or is that it? Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. My attention. Welcome to the tribe, burrito. You're making me hungry. I might start slapping my lips. Too funny. I'm getting comments to myself. Let's keep it PG. Just because you're dealing with a mess doesn't mean you're a mess. Okay? You can always cleanse your life of your... You just gotta play the right cards. In worst case, wait for your next hand. Alright, so... Teresa, are you still in the chat or did you fall asleep? Yeah, I think she fell asleep. Anybody else super chat for me? I know I did a couple freebies. Otherwise, I'm going to do maybe one more collective. And I'm going to call it a night. Because I don't want to burn myself out, if you know what I mean. Spirit, if there are any messages, I didn't even get that out yet. Yeah, so somebody on to the future, moving forward with the truth, and they're about it. They're committed to it, whoever you are. What else? Yep, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. You're in the process of stepping into your destiny. You're moving forward and speaking your truth. Confirmation, Queen of Wands, standing in your power. Allowing your intuition to guide you. Keep going. You're on the right track. For some of you, it might take a little longer. This is new. This is new territory. Take your time. Embrace the journey. It's all in divine timing, right? So embrace the journey. The divine's got you. Five of Swords reversed. So there's definitely some sort of reconciliation in play here. It's divinely led. So although you might be feeling like you're done and there's no way out, or there's no way through that door, the divine's got other plans. Nation. So what do we need to know right now? What about these blessings coming in? What do we need to know about these blessings? First, we gotta let go and stand and protect our truth. Don't allow others to make us question what we know. Yeah. The Empress is in her shadow now, so some of you might be uninspired. Some of you might be stuck in your head, but you need to stand in your boundaries, stand on your truth, and empower yourself to move forward. It's the only way you're going to get through it, right? Sometimes you need to let things fall apart so they can fall back together again. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. It'll still be there right beside you if it's meant to be for you. The Emperor, the very well could be being manipulated by someone. They could very be trying to manipulate your stability. But again, you need to protect your intention. You gotta protect who you are, you stand for. You gotta stand on your boundaries. Yeah, there's a lot of cycles going to be closing out. This is why it's falling apart. If you are trying to hold it together, it's falling apart. Sometimes you just got to back up and let it fall. Times when you're holding it up all on your own and you're overexerting yourself and you're burning yourself up. Sometimes you just gotta back out and let it fall. It's unfortunate, but it's worth it. Yeah. That what is done in the dark is coming to light. And the secret's coming to light for some of you. This shit was meant to end you. The moon and the star in the reverse. You weren't supposed to make it through this. A lot of the shit that you went through, if it wasn't for the divine, you wouldn't be here. That's a lot, Spirit. Really? All the work you put into your life, all the lessons, all the practicalities, the wisdom, The fact that you lived and learned rather than crashed and burned has got people all, because you're way ahead of them. And these aren't only just friends, family, connections. These are relationships. And for some of you, because you were so good at what you were what you were doing, people didn't like that. And they sabotaged this because they couldn't take it anymore. They were sick and tired of trying to measure up to what they couldn't even compete with. You can't compete where you can't compare. Meanwhile, there was no competition. All they had to do was show up. You know, it's not like you were expecting them on a silver platter. You just wanted them to show up. Of all this bullshit, because of people trying to make others see you in a different light. The divine's seen everything, and they're stepping in. They're not allowing this manipulation to happen. They are allowing you to stand on your intentions, to stand on your principles, to stand on your way forward. They are lighting the way forward to be in the right direction. And you'll know this because it'll feel right. If you're going in a direction and it doesn't feel right, there's probably for it. You're going in the wrong direction. So stop, change your focus, and try again. If it feels right, if you're working with your heart space and your minds, and it's all in working together, you're gonna be made. You're gonna have to move forward. There's no doubt about it. You're not really gonna have to think much about it, because the way will be clear. When you're working through your hearts, you are literally walking in those same footsteps. Those same steps as the divine. Whether the divine is carrying you or whether you're just following the footstep, it's no matter. Some of us need to be carried once in a while. Is there any other messages? Yeah, all will be all blessings will be delivered. And isn't that a beautiful card? The way that the light shines in the sun. It's pretty wild. It's kind of magical. It's like the sun comes to life picture. It's wild. It's almost 3D. Are you talking about your Gemini? I already asked you, do you want to cut your losses or not? Are you settling? I'm all for a half decent relationship when you're not settling and it's actually, you know. I think a lot of this is up to you. It's about your soul searching. What do you think you deserve? And what do you want? And what are you gonna go run and get at? Has a lot with you and what you want. Then make that boundary happen and you don't have to worry about it anymore. This is your canvas. You get to paint what you want. If something don't feel right, you should listen to it. Yeah, you give too much of yourself when you should be giving back to yourself. Nurture yourself so that way you can cure these self-abandonment issues. Just as your daughter is showing up for herself within the rehab, right? You can show up for yourself and finally heal this wound. And then you can move forward and love again and raise your vibration to be in alignment to maybe living out the rest of your life with the soulmate. It's all on how far you want to go and how far you want to take it. But the divine will always provide whenever you're ready to go to the next step. What you have to do is take the step. Well, you're gonna have to rewind the tape. Take 2. But allow yourself to heal first before you take on that new relationship. Vibe a little higher and see how the relationship will be much different than what you had before. You'll know that you've changed frequencies because the people that you start to meet are high vibing frequency. Cindy Lane, if you want to go ahead and make your own channel, you can go ahead and do that. And go give advice on your own channel, if that's what you want to do. Shelly, I do believe you're going to be helping yourself. I'm just shedding some light on wisdom that might help you frame a new person. All I hope is to do is to open your mind to new possibilities. That's all. And I know what it's like to settle, and I don't recommend for anybody. You know what? Back about a year ago, if you would have told me that I'm gonna love again, I would have told you would have been full of shit. Now, after all the healing I've done, I can actually see myself loving again. The thing is, it takes time. It takes sorting your shit and showing up for yourself. And stop abandoning yourself like everybody else does. That was a big thing. Wild, because not only did I show up for myself, I started showing up for others. And in the same kind of movement, it was kind of a win-win. But instead of showing up for others and getting taken advantage of, now I'm showing up for myself in a new element. And by showing up for myself, sharing stories, sharing my wisdom, I'm actually showing up for other people too. So, it's pretty fucking awesome, as far as I'm concerned. To wrap my head around the idea of loving again, I'm loving myself. So I know there's proof up there. To be able to open up my heart to other people, it's up there. So it's just using your discernment as to who you share that with is the big key. Being sacred about who you share your energy with. And you know what? You're going to say no more often. And you should empower yourself to say no more often. Because really, the temptation, all it is trash. It's trash. Wait till something actually feels right. Take your own advice there, Shelly. But there's a way to do it to where you get taken advantage of, and then there's a way you do it where you can stand in your element and validate yourself with just who you are. Not really needing, like, I wasn't coming onto YouTube to get validated. That's not the whole thing. To be honest, I could very well, I could give two shits what people think of me. Okay? It really makes no difference to me. I've heard him in the book. It doesn't bother me. It rolls off. Like, whatever. Like, get out of my way. I came to YouTube to share the wisdom that I learned. I knew there was people out there that didn't have closure, that were sitting in this fog, not knowing what the fuck to do with it, that was sitting in this trap of abuse, of manipulation, of gaslighting, and confusion. And it took me it took me everything, absolutely every ounce of my being and the divine to get me. It wasn't just all on me, but I had to fight for my life. Alright? So, to come out to YouTube, being a 30-year vet reader, being a psychic medium, and a mediator, I'm pretty well capitalized on everything that I'm good at, and I'm running with it. So you gotta find out what you're good at and run it. And don't look back. Don't fucking look back. Because anything behind you is meant to stay there. Empower yourself. The world is full of chaos. Enough. There more than enough chaos to go around. If we were all focused on our calling and what we're meant to do, I guarantee you, we'd all be minding our own fucking business. We wouldn't be getting into a whole bunch of drama. We'd be healing, we'd be elevating, and we'd be fucking winning for once. Okay? But it's gotta be a collective idea. It's gotta be a collective joint effort. So that's why I'm here. Share the wisdom and help people rise. Like a phoenix that you are. Helping you break out of the matrix in more ways than one. So on that note, my people, my tribe, my members, my subscribers, I love you all. You guys are rock. You are my rock. I'm your rock. We are rocks in a great big huge fucking mountain. Otherwise known as Tribe Mountain. Okay? That mountain would not be what it is without you. We're all lumpy rocks, Emily. It's okay. Lumpily rocks or coconuts. We're just a lovely bunch of coconuts. Standing here all in a row. We got big ones, small, some the size of your head. Okay, one rule about Flight Club, we don't apologize. Alright? Unless we actually need to apologize for something substantial. We don't have to say sorry for being quiet. Okay, Lumpily Rock? Rocks don't talk, Emily. They're usually pretty damn quiet. I love you, honey. It's all good. It's good times. It's good times. Oh, I'm not your papa. I'm your mama, not your daddy. I'm your reader. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go watch Linda. Here she's got another good one on. And I'm late. I love you guys. I hope you have a great evening. Sleep, we're making it a relatively early night tonight. You know, some of you got work tomorrow. So, I love you all. Thank you for ongoing support. I'm not sure, but I think I hit 10 times tonight. If I did, awesome. If I didn't, we'll hit it tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, if you can't be good, at least be good to yourself and have yourself an amazing evening. Peace be with you until the next video. Have a good night.